In a very good late morning, early afternoon, everybody. It is your Warrior Junior here for you. Yeah, so I didn't know what to call this episode. So I just called various thoughts. Sometimes what I do is let me adjust the camera first. Uh, Actually, we go the other way. What are we doing? Um, that's better. The Usually I have a topic, a narrative, for the discussion. But sometimes I'll just talk about the events, the things that happened that are relative, that have happened recently, or just today, or just this morning. I go to the market. I go all the time. I spend quite a bit of money on food. Uh, it's kind of elusive. You can't tell, kind of how big somebody is, really. Sometimes the camera. I'm not saying I'm a big guy, but when your body is running anabolic, if you're working out every day hard, you're burning up. It's hard, burning up a lot of calories. So your body runs very, very efficiently, requires more food, um, more often, and that is can be pricey because if you're like me and you like good quality, nutrient dense foods, there's the market that I go to is it's like one of the flagship stores, and it's like expensive. You buy a lot of stuff, I mean, like you think like a ground. Boy, I'm really really saying it today. A pound of ground chicken. It's only $6. Yeah, it's what $6, right? But I power through that like in one meal. Like, well, three quarters of it anyway. Like one meal with the veggies and whatever, you know, rice and veggies that cost money. I buy like the veggies, that comes in the bag, it's like 250 for the veggies and it's good quality. Like I get good quality shit. In the rice, you get three bags for like close to $4. You just heat up, you just nuke the rice. And oh, if you buy a giant bag, you could say, yeah, you know what, fucking nuts. Man, I don't like having 10,000 things cooking. I like having this working here and that working there, and boom, it's all done. And I'm making it myself, and I don't count pennies, man. It's you know, the older I get, I start thinking about how much more time I got left on this planet. Um, my mom told me she's having heart problems. I, it's kind of weird because she goes to the doctor. I go, why do you go to the doctor if you feel fine? What are you doing? And, I don't know. In Reno, these people are kind of backwards. I'm sorry. I know my mom lives up there, but no offense, those people are kind of backwards. It's not all there. They're kind of like a little out there. And I don't like. I'm not gonna talk bad about my mom, but it's just her logic is not. She's not the sharpest tool in the shed. And what I mean is like she goes, saying, "Oh, brittle bones and this and that." I said, "Why don't you go to the gym? Why don't you?" But I talk all about fitness. This is all my life and everything. And my mom doesn't. Oh well, I'm afraid I'm going to get COVID. So I told her, afraid, fear, false evidence appearing real. So because my mom is afraid to go exercise, she'd rather have brittle bones and problems and health problems instead of the scaredness of getting COVID. And I straight up with her. I was saying, look, mom, you're not you're allowing the media, you're allowing all this shit to scare the shit out of you, and meanwhile it's deteriorating your health. Like I just don't get it. But that's what people are. I can't tell my mom how to live her life, and she's not going to tell me how to live mine. Definitely not. Never has, never will. Um, just she just we're not. I am more, research driven, educated than she is. She just never, she's not that kind of person. And, My mom, I love her, but you know what? You got to go your own route in life. You know, my ex girlfriend, she's like, her dad is like in hospice care, and she's like right there with him, kind of thing. And look, you gotta learn to let go, okay? You know, I know they were there for you when you were a kid and everything like that, but you know what? It's like this woman I seen walking her dog, and he's got a thing to hold up the back as the back legs. He can barely walk, and it's a hip dysplasia. It was very hard to put my cat down, okay? But I did. He had a stroke, and you know, I thought, you know, keep him around for long, you know, and it was not doing him any favors, okay? He deteriorated. It was really sad. Yeah, my Thomas. Never got another cat after that. Never got any adopt. Never adopted any dogs or anything. Got to take care of myself. That's how it is. That's how I roll. All these people in this area, they're all married to their pets, and that's just fine with them. It's just not me. West Hollywood, you know, good for them. That's why I'm attracted more to Vegas, you know, more. I was gonna say Republican, but more like, you know, these people. They're more real, you know, real American gun toting, you know, kind of like pro military, you know, desert, you know, there's something about it, you know, like, I don't know, it's not the gays that bother me. It's not that. There are gays everywhere. Who cares? But it's just something about, you know, I don't know what it is. It's just like, I'm just sick of this area, you know, sick of like not becoming anything, you know. I don't know. It's, well, you're going to be like that wherever you go. Well, you know, I'm trying to get ahead in life, and kind of fucked up when you try so hard and you don't really see any really big success. I watched this thing on the Shaolin monk. He trained for 11 years, and you know, has become a master. You know, and they got like the tribal elders watching him. Wow, I mean, 11 years. You know, really hard. He passed the test. You know, when he got his chance, and you know, but you know, you just don't see what somebody goes through. Like I hit the gym today. I noticed I was doing different types of pull-ups. They have the main workout area at my gym. Yeah, we were live. We're still live? Okay, good. And it's like the bar has different types of ways you could grab it. You could pull yourself up, you know. Hand, different types. I know, you know, the way that the angles of the bar really hits your biceps really well when you're pulling. Yeah, but the problem is, you know, a lot of these jackasses. I mean, I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but they are. They, you know, I call them the people who go like this and lifting baby weights and they're standing and wasting. You know, I said trying to get up there and they let me go up there. You know, and because the problem is the machines. You know, there's other shit people can use for like tricep push downs and stuff. You know, I just need a little space so I can get up there. And these fucking people, and you know, just no offense to them, but it's like these gay guys are just there to talk to each other. They're not there to fucking really work. You know. And it's like funny. I was walking home my groceries, and there's this guy standing on the corner with his dogs, and you know, his shoulders look like, oh my god, it was so ridiculous. It was like bowling ball shoulders, literally size of you know, softballs. You know, and the guy had like no legs or nothing in his back. You know, I know he's just taking. That's all it is taking. That ain't from hard work, man. I could just tell because I know a cream puff. You know, I know. I could look at somebody and I could tell you like what they know. It's just, you know, if it's all chemicals or it's like combination of real hard work and chemical. No, that dude's just not. I mean, the guy was really funny. Like he's wearing these socks and little tiny little calves. You know, little. You know, these bowling ball shoulders. You know, I mean, they look ridiculous. You know, I could tell that this dude's not a lifter. He ain't. He ain't. That's just all. That's all gear. That's all gear. You know, It's all show, you know. It's no go. It's all show. And it's like, okay, you know, I just went around. You know, what I mean, it's the dumbest thing, you know. Like this German scientists who start coming up with these anabolics in the late 40s or the 50s and stuff like that, and it's just so fucked up. Somebody really does all the work, and then these clowns they just take, and it's like they're automatically a bodybuilder, you know, automatic. But you know what? You put the guy like that in the gym with me, and I will fucking, you know, make him look like a moron, you know, because I have like 10,000 hours at least of gym experience. My form, what exercise I do, whatever I fucking do, the guy make him look like he don't know what the fuck he's doing compared to me. I'm sorry, I earned the right to say that, you know. You can take all you want because when you stop taking, you're gonna shrivel up like you would not believe. If you're all gear and no work. I stopped working, you know, you know, I don't lose really anything because it's like it's all natural, you know, it's all, you know, it's just all exercise work. That's all it is, you know. It's I know what I'm doing, you know. There was some, I don't know, some homeless transient guy or something. I don't know. He's a real negative a hole. Walk into the market and yeah, 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 you know. So I just ignore all that. Yeah, 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 yeah. And he was even yapping outside, and some chick in front of me said, you know, you hear that guy? And I go, nope, I don't hear him. I don't give garbage that raises voice attention. I don't I don't prescribe to the narrative like most people. Any idiot can yell and raise their voice, and that's what that guy was. And he comes in the market. It didn't take long for security to follow him around. And security says, "What's up?" You know, and yeah, I'm just passing through. I'm passing through. Like, why you gotta follow me? And it's like, well, you're bothering customers. What are you doing? You know, and you know, he didn't. There's like an automated checkout. You know, they have like 8 things you can, and he just goes to the person where I don't know how to use this. I don't know how to use this. You know, like is there anything? And he was like just a real dick. You know, acting like an asshole. And it's just a real. It's amazing. He was, I'm just passing through. I'm not from around here. You know, he's saying like just trying to make himself seem special, but in a dick kind of way. And you know, I guess feel bad for a guy got nothing. You know, whatever. But it just goes to show you in life, like a rotten attitude just doesn't get you nothing. You know, be a nice person don't guarantee you anything, but a rotten one definitely can work against you. So I left with my groceries, and there was this chick. Oh my god, she was a really good one, and she was going pushing her shopping cart back, and I said, I gotta try, and I did, and she just brushed me off, kind of, and I said, oh, you like a model? I tried. Oh, come on. She goes, no, no, no. She's walking away. No, no, give me one of these. And I'm like, oh, dude. But she did do it kind of like laughing, you know, kind of jokingly. So it wasn't like the stuck up, conceited cunt type that I'm, generally used to. During the day, you get more, you know, it's it's just stuff, man. I got good taste, my friends. Yeah, turned in my comp exam. I said, fucking hell with it. That's bullshit. I try not to come off with a negative, defeatist attitude, but it's just like, yeah, yeah. I'm still looking at the crypto market and everything's yeah, yeah. I took my shot, man. Took my shot, but I'm highly considering just bailing, taking my whatever I got left in there, which is not that much, and fuck, man, that sucks. It sucks when you try this, doesn't work. You try that, it doesn't work. Try this, doesn't work. Try that, doesn't work. Do this, don't get nothing. Do that, get nothing. You know, fuck, you know. You get a little mazel, you know. Yiddish mazel's like luck, you know. But you know, my gym workouts, they're there's another hellacious morning at the gym for me today again. He was a goddamn agent, you know. Find out if there's anywhere for me to go with what I can do. Or I should just burn all this stuff I got, these tchotchkes. When I mean burn is not set on fire. I mean, you know, just throw out all this garbage that ain't worth nothing. Sell what I can and get like, you know, try to find a small little decent place in Vegas. You know, just say to hell with it. You know, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Time is the only, you know, it really boils down to time. And, you know, how much time do you have? You know what I mean? And you know, I get like a little check every month, but it's not that much. Cuts like food money. I get, you know, like low cost housing. But, you know, because, oh, you're so lucky you're rent. Hey, that ain't building, dude. That's like just having a life preserver, really. That's all it is. It ain't, it's keeping you afloat. You ain't moving ahead. You ain't moving ahead. It takes real money to move ahead in life, period. End of story. For me, anyway. And I never really had it. And while I was building up my credit, I fucked it all up. And I paid back a majority of it, and it just canceled all my things anyway. So it's once you that shit's gonna haunt you, you know. You're gonna live with the scab of, you know, the damage that you fucking did. And I took a couple calculated risks that fell apart on me. They didn't work out the way that I was hoping they would. I tried. It's like I tried on this coin. Went up, and then it's all the way back down, you know. All right, well, I try not to sound like a Debbie Downer. I know I'm a little down. You know, it's just my hours are still kind of off and weird, you know. It's tough, you know. I tried a woman thing, nothing, you know. Man, can't get a fucking break, huh? Cannot get a fucking break sometimes. Hmm. You just gotta hang tough, and you just have to keep grinding. Like in the gym, when you think, what the fuck am I doing all this shit for the day that will never come? You know, well, more than likely, no. But you know what? If you don't do nothing, then you're guaranteed nothing. Think about like a bum that's just sitting there. What's he doing? It's passing time. At least if your whole life is the gym or whatever, eating good food, at least you're taking some pride in yourself. At least. Not maybe it's not going to lead to a magazine cover or in any movie or anything. But at least you're trying to do something. That's just the thing, you know. Yeah. I mean, Vegas without opportunity out there, I might be worse, a lot worse off than I am now. Much as I talk about it, you know, you go there and you're in a bad location, you know, at least I know where my markets are. I know where my gym is, gyms. I know everything. I've been living in this area for 48 years, coming up on it. So, you know, and the thing is, it's like one bus to the beach, one shuttle over to the valley. You know, I get to the red line, whatever, get around. I know how to get around here. Vegas, it's a different life. It's a different story. And without a job, without an opportunity, oof, you know, you can be setting yourself up for, you know, you know, free trip to hell. You know, that I don't want. The whole idea is to step up, not step down. You know, there's some condos there that are ghetto condos for like, you know, 70, 75,000. It's garbage, you know. You know, starting is like 100, about 100, maybe a little less, but around there. And when you start getting up to 200, I've seen condos in the Trump Tower for close, you know, about 200,000, a little more around there. That's, you know, of course it's really small. It's like a shoebox thing, but it's in the fucking Trump Tower, dude. Okay, here that's millions. Well, there is no Trump Tower in West Hollywood, but you know what I mean. Your money goes a lot further out there if you don't gamble, you know. But the key is you gotta find a way to get money generating so that you can go do those things comfortably. You don't want to be stuck in a dumpy apartment out there and then nothing, you know. It's be worse, you know, worse off than I have here. I trade up, not down. I'm too old at this point. If you're young, you can run around good, but by the time you're 50 years old, you better have things solid foundation and you know pretty much have things set up so you're not setting yourself up for disaster. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do, man. It's tough, you know. There's like plenty of money out there, but it feels like shit doesn't circulate. You know, there's you come up and say, hey, a guy like you, man, let me see what you can do and could use you for something. Movies, commercials, like something. The Roland Kickinger, whatever dude came out here, kind of like it was like the modern day Arnold. You know, this dude from Austria came out 15 years ago, jacked. You know, they said he wanted to be like Arnold. Came out here, he's at Gold's Gym, like in the late '90s, winning these bodybuilding shows, but said I'm already the biggest body. I want to make millions. You know, and the dude just was living in his car. You know, it was awful. And he had that dream of acting. Even Arnold, like, he has pictures of him with Arnold, you know, and everything. That don't fucking mean nothing. So he wound up finally was able to get some type of business loan that opened up like this small nutrition store. And I think he opened his second one. He's got one on Sunset and Laurel, and then one in the Valley. And as far as his acting, he never really hit, but he did play. I think he was like the T-1000, whatever, the Terminator Genesis or something, like where they sent another Terminator. I think Rise of the Machine. I don't know if it was Rise of the Machines before, whatever. But it shows him, and I said, "Fucking finally got it." You know, it finally, man, it took that guy fucking. At least he got that, you know. A big Roland, yeah. Damn. Some people have been grinding away for fucking days, man. Excuse me. Interesting. I sneezed on that. Wow. Then I grinding away for decades. You fucking want to grind away for fucking decades, man? 10, 20 years, maybe 25? And then nothing really working out? Get it working out? Because it could take that. And God help you if you get into something where there's no money, then you're fucked. unless you are a trailblazer and somehow, whatever the fuck you've been working on for so long catches on or something, and you were like the first guy down there, so, you know. And even then, they're not. It doesn't matter if you're first. Look at like Run DMC. They're one of the first hip hop groups, right? I mean, I guess they made some money for their thing, but not like Eminem money or like Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg or something like that. So first is not necessarily the best. First, it can be worse. No, I don't know about that, but it's you know, there's no one size fits all for anything. I mean, look, you got like a million lawyers, million doctors, million, you know. It's not my thing. And, you know, I know, what is your thing? It don't matter anymore at this point. I like, you know, fitness. I like dancing, but I have a very combative personality. And I'm not one of these personal trainers. And a class thing, I don't really feel like I'd be really helping anybody because I like to help myself. Where that leads, I don't know. Look, I just don't get along with it. You know, it's just the way that I am. Look, how would you feel if women constantly reject you? Thing it's gonna make you happy? You think you're gonna be like a positive? You know, oh yeah, you know, dude. It's like you get punched in the face so much, and rejected so much, it fucking hurts, man. And that's like what happened to me over the span of 48 years. You didn't live my life. You don't fucking know. You only know what I tell you. And that's okay. I mean, I'm not asking for any sympathy or anything like that. It don't matter. But you know, this West Hollywood is a selfish fucking place, dude. You know, this woman jogged by me. She had a great body, you know. Like I was going to market and she looked at her phone. You know, I couldn't even try to hit on her. She's running by me. Like I could just tell. She's one of those stuck up, conceited fucking West Hollywood bitches. That's what most of them are that are decent looking. You know, when they're old and whatever like that, then they care, you know, because they don't get no attention. When they're young and beautiful, whatever like that, it's like they're running currency and value, and they're just not going to give a guy like me a chance. They might say it, they might say it, but they're perpetual liars. They lie to themselves. They lie to you. Most importantly, they lie to themselves. So you know, I'm just talking about myself. You know, it's like you're asking for something that's incredibly difficult. You know, and so I thought in my infinite wisdom, because it is infinite, that I would go to Orange County, to go to these places to go dancing down there for these older people. Since don't get nothing down there either, no action. So it's like damned if you do and damned if you don't. Really, it is. So you add all that up, and then you get Warrior Junior. You get somebody that's going to be combative, upset. You know, I try not to show it. I try to channel that, not anger, but like in my workouts, you know, to my intensity. Like I try really hard everything I do, and it's really hard when. I mean, you should see my shirt. I know I always say it's soaked. It's soaked. It's, oh my God. I mean, nobody in that fucking place can go like me. They couldn't hang with me, man. Now I'm not saying I'm incredible, like superhuman strength or whatever, but I am not there for, you know, that's my impression of somebody doing tricep pull downs with that rope, Fucking pussies and cream puffs, man. They ain't there to fucking work hard. I walked over there, these guys talking, whatever, and this one guy doing the shoulder talking while he's exercising. I go and I grab a 60-pound fucking thing. And I'm doing rows, one arm at a time, next row, and then 75 pounds, grab that shit in the middle. I'm working the shit out of my back, man. I'm not there to fuck around. I take it seriously because that shows your focus when you're serious. When you're sitting there talking to somebody else, when you're sitting there on the phone, you're playing fucking serious of nothing is what you are. You know what your progress is going to be? Barely anything. Barely anything. And it'll take, when I say barely anything, I'm talking it'll take you fucking, man, after 12 weeks. Let me tell you something. I go to the gym for 12 weeks. Oh my God. I do shit. People already watching. I'm doing pull-ups. I'm doing inverted hand pull-ups where I got my legs sticking straight out when I'm going up and down. Okay? Straight out. Like for 4 or 5 reps. People are watching when I do that shit. Okay? I don't give a fuck if they're watching. But I know, that's advanced level. It's not incredible, but it's advanced level. What's incredible is when you can do plank, when you can do a plank, when you can hold yourself in a plank position horizontally with your feet in the air, like in a push-up position with your feet off the ground, straight out, because your arms have to be literally almost like behind you. There's like a handful of people that can do that shit. I've never seen one person in my gym, I don't think, ever do a plank, a push-up like that. It takes incredible strength, dexterity, and power, in your body to be able to do something like that. It's like holding the Iron Cross with the rings. People can fucking do that, like a professional gymnast can do. You got to be strong as fucking hell to be able to hold that because those rings move. I just for the first time got up on it and can hold because I've got some decent upper body strength, but I'm talking like, dude, with the way I think, I mean, I want to be able to fucking control this thing like it's not. I'm just surprised. It's harder than it looks. Your arms have to be strong as fuck, and everything, the stabilizer muscles, everything that ties in to your shoulders, your back, your core, everything has to be strong as fuck to balance your body and to hold it in the Iron Cross position. But I don't just practice one thing. I practice 100 different things. 100 different things. Not just pull-ups, chins, dip, whatever. I'm talking about my hitting the bag, the strikes, and all the fucking shit. Getting into kind of a squat position with the feet out. Working. Dude, I fucking work my ass off, man. And I move around a lot, and these people, they just stay where they're at. They're like, "Ooh, what's this guy?" Look, I'm not your normal fucking dude. I'm there to work the shit out of my body to make some serious gains, and those gains can come daily, not yearly. Like the tiny little thing over here. I don't have years. They're there to waste time. Okay. What I do is like serious fucking work to get the maximum benefit. Those people ain't getting nothing, all right? They might think they're doing abs on the machine. They're going like this, dude, I get up there and I put my feet out, and hold. And then like up and around those windshield wiper, the fucking hard as fuck exercises, man. Can't do. I take a break for a second. I get up there and try it again. I don't do baby shit. Okay. The only time you'll see me with light weights is when, let's just say, like I'm practicing, like certain martial art movements, and I'll have 10 pounds in each hand while I'm fucking going like this, So I'm not doing nothing. I gotta have some serious resistance. It takes fucking, to build arms, build power. You gotta fucking overload it with a shitload of fucking weight. Okay? And if you don't, you will get nothing. You will get so little result, you get nothing. It's really hard. And most people, they do not have the intensity to fucking do that. I do. It's a combination of knowledge and, more importantly, desire. I have the knowledge from 30 years plus, and I have the desire. That's the most important thing. I overheard a personal trainer going, "Oh, it takes a special kind of person." Bullshit. I didn't even want to get into. Told the client. I overheard it. I didn't want to fucking get into it. But I've been in this a lot longer than anybody in there. That's 100% fact. I don't care how much gym hours you have. You don't have more than me. You don't. There's no way. You just don't. How can you, unless you're like, the people that do, was it Michael Hearn? He's been around a long time, a little bit longer than me. But these guys take. They have names. Without that gear, without the Trenbolone, whatever the hell he was taking, he wouldn't look like anything. Unfortunately, our society rewards cheaters. Is it cheating? I know. Maybe I should retract that. But it's like it's fucked up because I don't take, and you just don't get the status. You don't get. It's like this all show kind of thing. Yeah, those dudes are pretty damn fucking strong, but it's the shit that the secret sauce that makes them who they are. I just won't do it. I think I'm, limited genetically. One guy said you should have a body that matches your heart, and I was like, dude, I know, but if you're, you know, challenged by genetics, and my dad died of heart, during heart surgery. My mom's now saying heart problems. She said that her father had heart problems. I don't know. These people smoke over there. They'll take care of themselves. Sometimes I feel something, not like in the center of my chest, but like, it's like I was eating today. I was like, whoa, what is it? Whoa. So you don't want to overcomplicate things by taking some hardcore antibiotics. Um, you could just have a heart attack like that. You're gone. Um, and you die anyway, that's for sure. But I just think it's just not for me. Like, I think it's kind of silly. I have a picture with Chris Jericho, and his head, is like, if you look at the picture, his head is like big. It's like bigger than mine. It's like ridiculous. It's not ridiculous, but, and I know he was taking. But you see, when you stop taking, your head doesn't. Your head still stays the same. Your body shrivels up. So it's like I don't want to look. I don't want to look like that. And there's just no way you'll ever get that big. You could live your whole life could be the gym. You will never get a drug physique without drugs. Period. End of story. End of discussion. If you go back and you listen to what I said, you could build a very, very impressive body without the drugs. But you will never, ever, ever, ever have a drug physique without drugs. No way. No way. And most people will never get to their real natural limitation because it requires everything and then some. Your whole life has to be around eating, sleeping, training, and the supplementation. and then the over-the-counter type of pharmacology. And so they ain't gonna fucking do it because what for all that? It's like you got to give everything and then some. And for what? Just so other people can validate you, tell you you look good. What the fuck is? Who gives a fuck? Because I know I went all the way down that road, all the fucking way. I pushed myself as far as you could go naturally. Wound up having kidney stone surgery from it. The body will only give you so much. It'll give you a lot, believe me, but it will not give you. You'll never have arms like Big Papa Pump or John Cena, without taking. I don't know why I got into bodybuilding talking about that shit, but yeah. Anyway, just gonna watch some stuff on YouTube, probably lay down. I get tired around this time anyway. But I'll tell you, this COVID thing really changed the whole dynamic of the world. Can't wait till the narrative, the expose next month on 9/11. I hope you guys will be, and I really don't give a fuck if you tune in. It'll be archived, but I hope you're ready. And this COVID thing, I don't even have to fucking start with it. There's powerful people that allowed this shit to happen. If you don't, your head's in the sand. Yep, 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 yep. Believe me, they want shit like this to happen. What's going on in Afghanistan? They want this shit to happen. There's shit there, there's resources there. And if the Taliban or fucking whatever, it's just a cover for us, get it, us, to go in there and take their shit. I don't care right or wrong or anything. Because you know what? People don't care here either. They don't. Everybody wants theirs, and they don't give a fuck how they get it. Okay? Or who gets hurt in the process. Let's just be real. Let's just be real here. You want to look behind the curtain? You're not going to like what you see. See, I've been behind. I know what it is. Anybody can find out. If you do enough research, you will poke holes in that curtain. You will get a little peek. Yep. And you are not going to like what you find out, what you see. It's going to make you sick. It should, because there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. The powers that be are so beyond. They make all this shit happen. They made everything happen. And it goes back a long, long, long way. So all you can do is educate yourself. COVID doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Does it surprise you? It does. You're just another person with their head in the sand, like my mom. Most people, their heads in the sand. Watching the news. Get it? Watching. You know people that watch things, what they are? Watching is not learning, okay? A bum sits around and watches. That's basically what the news is. You are being lied to, my friend. You are. You just do not know it. But I know it. I see beyond the lies because I see beyond the curtain. You think all the intelligence with everything that we have could not lock this country down the second that shit started to float all around? Nope. So when you don't stop something from happening, guess what you are? You are an active participant. You allow shit to happen. And that's, they allowed it to come here. They allowed COVID into the party. Yes, they did. They allowed 9/11 to happen too. Yep, they allowed it to all to happen. And you're unfortunately you're just kind of too stupid to understand it. I'm sorry, I hate to tell you that, but next month the expose will I will teach the stupid. What I call stupid is people with their heads in the sand. They don't know. I'm not going to do it all now. I'll do it next month. Not everybody's stupid though. A lot of people that know what's up. And that one chick, a couple people, they know what the elite, what they're trying to do. But we allowed this to happen. If, if you know your history, you will understand how things happen. But you need to know the important facts of history, not what you're being taught. You need to understand why central banks have the power they do. You need to understand who decides where this money comes from, where it goes, and how things. It's not the gold standard that happened in '71, I think, or whatever. It doesn't matter. We're talking way, way, way before that. The creation of the central banks and everything. Why things happen. Why things happen. I want you to think about that. You just think it's all by accident? COVID? You're fooled. You're being fooled. That shit was allowed to come here. Keyword is allowed. Anyway, I want you to think about why things happen. Whatever you think you're seeing on television, you're not even getting a glimpse. Of, you're not even poking a a tiny little thing into the curtain so you can actually see anything, let alone look behind it like I can. Do you know why I know what I know? Because I fucking research, man. I don't get my information from the fucking news. I see beyond the lies. I read books. I listen to people that don't get much exposure, that know what's going on. Smart scientists, real researchers, not Fauci, one fucking guy. I did deep research on 9/11. Real research. Nothing like you're talking about, you know, idiots. You think, oh, you go along with the mainstream or your conspiracy theories. Why do you have to be one or the other? Who fucking says? I found a group that is of neither. And do you know what those people are? They're fucking scientists, man. They're impartial. There's a fucking handful of those people out there. And I read their research. I showed you the papers. I've got all that shit. We're going to get into that next month. Anyway, all right. I'm going to have some cottage cheese or something. I like to eat, good foods. No tea, I don't know. Maybe it's the caffeine. I'm laying off of that, I guess, for a little bit. See if anything gets better. All right. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Try to be open and honest about everything. Frustrating at times, but I think you should be. And keep fighting. Keep persevering, even when you see nothing. Just keep doing. Don't get mad at society. It's not their fault. Everybody's out for themselves. So what it seems like is that no one gives a shit. Everybody's an asshole because if everybody's out for themselves, but that's not true. It's just a very tough, competitive place. You don't have to be like one of these people. You can transcend beyond them. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the top one, self actualization, self enlightenment. Don't allow anything or anyone to tell you how it is. You're the boss. You're the star of your own movie. All right? Remember that. Never forget that. We'll get into that maybe in another episode. Warrior Jr. signing out. Signing off.